I suspect that we're pretty awful people if we say that somebody got a mental illness and then we watch what they do.
They can control Jay-Z and Beyoncé,
But not you, man.
but they can't control me.
Rumors are swirling that Katt Williams and Kanye West have joined forces to spill the tea on the shady dealings of the entertainment industry's supposed top dogs, who are said to exploit their fellow celebrities. And it seems like power couple Jay-Z and Beyoncé might be caught up in the crossfire too. So what exactly did they say? Katt Williams, the whistleblower of the industry, recently went on an earth-shattering interview that has set the internet ablaze. During his sit-down with Shannon Sharpe, he revealed that the industry has been exploiting Kanye for years, but since he didn't sit down and take it like they expected, they branded him as crazy.
We're pretty awful people if we say that somebody got a mental illness and then we watch what they do.
But Katt pointed out the irony that even though people deem him unstable, they still judge him on the standards of a normal person.
If you say somebody got special needs, then why would you be watching them and holding them accountable like everybody else?
The comedian went on to argue that the 46-year-old rapper should be given special consideration due to his alleged mental issues. He said, "Wouldn't you grade them on a curve? Wouldn't you go, woo, this guy? Because, I mean, what are we reacting to? What are we reacting to?" He alluded that if the alleged mental illness were true, the Hollywood industry would be responsible for Yeezy's condition. He explained that Kanye was overhyped by the industrial higher-ups as a music genius, and the undue pressure was immense. It is not unheard of for people with gifted abilities to break down under intense scrutiny. You are the one that put him in a position where he thought he was God and could call himself Yeezus. You're the one that told the guy that writes musical lyrics that he was a genius. Katt commented that he doesn't understand what it is that the industry wants from the former artist. He explained right now that Kanye's vision regarding life in general is so impaired due to the alleged brainwashing. In any case, it seems Kanye West has now refused to be controlled by the powers that be. You see, the Yeezy mogul once revealed Jay-Z's unusual plan to control him, speaking on how he felt controlled because he owed Jay-Z money. According to Kanye, the money came through a tour deal with Live Nation.
That concept that you gave me, that he gave me the money, that's what frustrated me because actually the money he got from Live Nation.
Kanye also revealed that Jay-Z made him feel like he owed him more than the money.
That made me feel like I owed more than just the money itself, for the fact that it came from him.
He later added that Jay-Z had to co-sign the $20 million deal for him to get it. Jay-Z had initially talked about Kanye's debt in his 444 album. On the album's opening track, Jay-Z, the 53-year-old artist, says, "I know people backstab you. I feel bad too. But this if everybody attitude ain't natural. But you ain't the same. This ain't kumbaya. But you got hurt because you did cool by ye. You gave him 20 million without blinking. He gave you 20 minutes on stage." In the song, Jay-Z was referring to the 2016 incident where Kanye had called out Beyoncé for refusing to perform at the MTV VMAs earlier that year unless she won the Video of the Year prize for her song Formation ahead of him and Drake. During the rant, West also claimed that he hasn't heard from Jay-Z for a while and begged him not to send at his head, but rather call him and talk to him like a man.
Jay-Z, call me, bro. You still ain't called me. Jay-Z, call me. Hey, bro. Jay-Z, I know you got killers. Please don't send them out my head.
After this incident, there were speculations on whether what Kanye was saying was true, and if Jay-Z and Beyoncé were actually just interested in money. Well, if you closely examine Jay-Z's actions ever since the onset of his career, you will realize that he has only ever been interested in anything when there's money involved. In fact, back when Kanye was harboring dreams of making it big in the music industry, Rockefeller Records took their sweet time before reluctantly taking him on as an artist. This sparked whispers that Jay-Z wasn't exactly thrilled about signing Kanye. Addressing those rumors, Jay-Z claimed, "I wasn't saying don't sign Kanye, I was saying at least keep the beats in-house if anything." Kanye eventually got signed to the label in 2002, mainly because he was seen as a producer rather than a top-tier artist. Yet, the professional rapport between Kanye and Jay-Z only evolved into a friendship after Jay realized that Kanye's career had potential. Jay even had Kanye spill the details in his 2007 track, Big Brother. Kanye went so far as to extend an invitation to the Carters for his 2014 wedding with Kim Kardashian in a lavish ceremony in Florence, Italy. While the wedding drew in a crowd of A-list celebrities, celebrities, Beyoncé and Jay-Z were conspicuously absent. The media and fans went wild with speculation about Jay-Z's no-show. Numerous rumors circulated about why Jay-Z snubbed Kanye's wedding. Some sources hinted that the rift began when Jay-Z and Beyoncé skipped Kanye and Kim's engagement party in San Francisco in 2013. Others suggested that Jay-Z was peeved with Kanye's outspoken and erratic public behavior, especially his infamous interruption of Taylor Swift's acceptance speech at the 2009 MTV Video Music Awards. Perhaps what was unfolding was Jay's realization that he couldn't rein in Kanye, leading to a waning interest in their friendship. In a 2015 interview with Charlamagne the God, Kanye West bared his soul about how Jay-Z's wedding absence had deeply wounded him. Kanye spilled the beans that Jay-Z and Beyoncé had initially agreed to attend and even planned to perform at the wedding. However, at the 11th hour, they backed out, citing concerns about media attention and paparazzi. Kanye expressed his disappointment with Jay-Z, emphasizing their close friendship and collaboration. He revealed that he had considered Jay-Z a mentor and had patterned his career after him. Jay-Z's decision to skip the wedding, Kanye lamented, made him question his standing in the hip-hop community. He pondered whether loyalty and friendship, values he had always believed in, still held weight in the music industry.
But I was hurt about them not coming to the wedding. I understand they was going through some things, but if it's family, you're not gonna miss a wedding.
Kanye was also upset when Jay-Z did not visit him after his then-wife, Kim, had been robbed at gunpoint in 2016. The rapper revealed his with Jay-Z during his Seattle concert in October 2016.
Call me after the robbery. You say how you feeling. You want to know how I'm feeling? Come by the house. Bring the kids by the house.
In any case, it seems Ye completely cut ties with the Carters and has been exposing their shady ways ever since. For starters, during an interview with TMZ, the Yeezy mogul revealed that Jay-Z and Beyoncé were among the artists who were being controlled by higher powers.
They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce,
But not you, man.
but they can't control me.
While there is no substantial evidence to prove that Jay-Z was actually trying to control Kanye, the Carters have been subject to rumors that they actually have some control over award ceremonies. In fact, Beyoncé raised a few eyebrows during the 2023 Grammys when she stood to receive her award before her name was even read. Then another Grammys video went viral showing producer Diplo seemingly mouthing, "They bought that."
It's Renaissance, Beyonce.
What's more, a few days after the Grammys, Billboard published their list of 50 greatest rappers of all time and put Jay-Z at the top of that list. This triggered a lot of backlash from hip-hop fans who said that while Jay-Z is undoubtedly talented, putting him at the top of that list was definitely a reach. However, it is important to note that Jay-Z and Kanye West have had a long and complex relationship, hence he might know Jay more than most of us. You see, the two first met in the late 1990s, when Kanye was a young producer and aspiring rapper and Jay-Z was already a well-established figure in the hip-hop world. The exact circumstances of their first meeting are not known, but it is believed to have taken place in a recording studio in New York City. At the time, Kanye was working as a producer for various artists, including Jay-Z's Rockefeller Records label. Jay-Z was initially impressed with Kanye's production skills and recognized his potential as a rapper. He signed Kanye to a production deal with Rockefeller and gave him the opportunity to produce tracks for several of the label's artists. Over the next few years, Kanye worked on a number of high-profile projects for Rockefeller, including Jay-Z. In fact, he is credited for revitalizing Jay-Z's career through the production of his album, The Blueprint, which was released in 2001. There's no denying the impact that Kanye's production had on The Blueprint and on Jay-Z's sound more generally. At the time, Kanye was a relative newcomer to the music industry, but his fresh, innovative approach to production helped to breathe new life into Jay-Z's music and establish him as a leader in the rap game. Kanye produced several tracks on The Blueprint, including the hit single Izzo, Hova, and the iconic track Takeover, which featured a sample from The Doors' 5 to 1 and became one of the defining songs of Jay-Z's career. Kanye's production on The Blueprint helped to establish him as a major force in hip-hop and set the stage for his own solo career as a rapper and producer. It also helped to solidify Jay-Z's status as one of the most influential and enduring figures in the rap world, paving the way for a string of successful albums and collaborations over the next 2 decades. In 2004, Kanye released his debut album, The College Dropout, which was produced in collaboration with Jay-Z and other members of the Rockefeller team. The album was a critical and commercial success and established Kanye as one of the most innovative and influential influential figures in hip-hop. Following the success of The College Dropout, Jay-Z and Kanye continued to collaborate on several projects. Kanye produced tracks for Jay-Z's albums Kingdom Come and American and the two also worked together on the single Run This Town in 2009. In 2011, Jay-Z and Kanye released their collaborative album, Watch the Throne, which was widely praised for its innovative production and ambitious vision. The album featured guest appearances from a number of high-profile artists, including Beyoncé, Frank Ocean, and Kid Cudi. In recent years, Jay-Z and Kanye's relationship has been a complex and often turbulent one, marked by both collaboration and conflict. Their initial meeting in the late 1990s paved the way for a fruitful creative partnership, but also led to a series of public disagreements and tensions. In any case, Kanye is not the only one who has been exposing the Carters. You see, Beyoncé and Jay-Z have been accused of being involved in occultic activities severally, but no evidence has ever backed those claims. Well, not until 1 year ago when Beyoncé's alleged former bodyguard decided to reveal all that goes down in the Carters' household. The former bodyguard, who goes by the name Uncle Ron, posted several videos on TikTok where he talked about several controversial things that Beyoncé and Jay-Z have done. One particular thing he mentioned was how the celebrity couple has stepped on and even unalived those they considered to be competition.
Beyoncé and Jay-Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against them. Okay, I get the threats, but you have to remember one thing. I know your deepest secrets. I know so much about you and what you've done. I know so much on how you got where you are, how you stepped on many people. Beyoncé, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something about you. That's how hateful you guys are, how you step on anybody to stay on the top.
The former bodyguard also alleged that Beyoncé and Jay-Z's marriage is not real and that it is just a contract to help them reach the top.
So remember, your relationship was a business relationship, financial, to get to the top, to become billionaires. There's no love there.
In the same clip, the former bodyguard also accused Jay-Z of keeping Beyoncé under the influence of substances in order to control her.
Yeah, Beyonce's on. She's been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way.
Now, the accusations made by Ron have not been verified, but could there be a chance that they are true? Well, Beyoncé was accused of completely destroying Carrie Hilson's career after claims from the Bayhive that Carrie had thrown shade at Queen Bee in her hit song Turnin' Me On. Although the lyrics didn't explicitly mention Beyoncé's name, many listeners believe that some lines from the Turning Me On lyrics were a stinging attack on Beyoncé. Your vision cloudy if you think that you the best, you can dance, she can sing, but need to move it to the left, she sang. Many believe that Carrie Hilson dissed Beyoncé with lines about moving it to the left because it seemed to be a reference to Beyoncé's 2006 song, Irreplaceable. The beef between Carrie and Beyoncé skyrocketed in 2011 when Carrie refused to hold the newest issue of Juicy magazine after noticing Beyoncé and Jay-Z were on the cover. As a result of this, Carrie faced an unimaginable amount of backlash from Queen Bee's fans in the following years. As the internet hate grew more severe and became unbearable, Carrie took to Twitter in 2013 where she wrote, "You have no idea what your hateful words could do to someone's spirit. Years of verbal abuse from strangers all day long. Enough is enough." In the upcoming years, Carrie tried to move on with her career, but fans wouldn't let her forget the beef. In fact, the singer has not released a single album in the past decade since the backlash from Beyoncé's fans forced Carrie to step away from the limelight. Well, if you think that's the only celebrity that Beyoncé and Jay-Z have destroyed, think again. Beyoncé and Jay-Z have also been accused of not only conspiring against, but also unaliving a talented R&B singer by the name Aaliyah. It is alleged that Aaliyah was by the Rockefellers to promote Beyoncé as Jay-Z's queen.
All around the time when Aaliyah died?
Yeah.
And Beyonce's solo career was struggling? Jam on your horn now, that bullshit ass record. From the Austin Powers shit, it was some of the worst shit ever. They were having a hard time taking her solo. And then Aaliyah died. And then they brought Rich Harrison in, and you know, kind of think it's crazy right now. She liked posing with him in pictures for Page 6. Aaliyah didn't. She fell in love with Dame. and Aaliyah's gone, and you know. You have to start asking yourself questions after being in this business for this long. If you're a halfway intelligent person, when do you start questioning how lucky?
Aaliyah, possessing more age and experience, essentially paved the way for Beyoncé's rise to stardom. Prior to Aaliyah's tragic demise in a plane crash, she engaged in modeling, singing, dancing, and acting. Aaliyah had secured roles such as Jada Pinkett Smith's in The Matrix and Sister in the remake of the classic film Sparkle. It is apparent that Beyoncé assumed the aspirations that once belonged to Aaliyah. In fact, during an interview in Paris just weeks before her death, Aaliyah discussed her dreams, expressing, "One day I will travel to Egypt. I will be there where Cleopatra and the pharaohs lived. Unfortunately, I can't meet them anymore. If I had a time machine, I would visit ancient Egypt. Who knows? Perhaps Cleopatra and I would become very good friends. At least I would have a live experience of that ancient culture, which I only know from books. My books about Egypt are sacred. I used to read every story about Egyptian kings and queens. Sometimes I watch just the pictures. I dream to stand in front of these imposing buildings. Or I make a movie in Egypt. My favorite character to impersonate is Cleopatra. If there will be a remake of that movie, I will apply for this character immediately." Well, wouldn't you know, Beyoncé portrayed Cleopatra in Dreamgirls. In the same interview, Aaliyah also expressed her desire to design clothes and accessories. "Next, I want to let come true another dream. No, 2 dreams. I will design clothes and accessories together with a friend," she said. Well, isn't Beyoncé designing clothes and accessories? Yes, she is. The two artists shared remarkably similar roots, emerging from an R&B background with burgeoning acting careers. For many, this suggested that the two were on parallel paths, and it seemed that only one could continue. This led to a theory speculating that the Illuminati had chosen Beyoncé to carry on the legacy because Aaliyah was attempting to distance herself from it. Aaliyah met her demise in a plane crash shortly after takeoff from Marsh Harbor. The tragic tale of Aaliyah underscores the apparent pursuit of wealth and fame by Beyoncé and Jay-Z. In any case, Aaliyah is not the only artist whose career was cut short by the Carters. American rapper Foxy Brown, actual name Inga Marchand, has previously confessed that her ticket to rap stardom came at a cost, and it all happened while she was young. There are rumors that she claims Jay-Z, then 27, took her V-card when she was just 15 years old, and that Hova, who as the story goes has a horse-like you-know-what, funded her shopping trips and pampering at hair and nail salons while she was still in high school, all to get into bed with her.
In the beginning, we'd jump in the van, we'd go to Maryland, we'd go anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
But wait, there's more. Allegedly, Jay-Z, according to Foxy, has a thing for trans people. The claim is that she said she discovered this after one began calling and harassing her shortly after Jay-Z gave her the G infection.
I think about what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think about what I'm gonna do.
Allegedly, she claimed that during one of her sessions with Jay-Z, there had been a video recording involved. This session was far from private, as another high-profile individual was allegedly present, none other than the multi-talented Jamie Foxx, who played the role of Wanda in the iconic sketch comedy show In Living Color. It appears Foxy's supposed account ventured into even murkier territory when she allegedly disclosed that Jay-Z had compelled her to sign multiple non-disclosure agreements or gag orders related to an intimate encounter that involved all three of them, herself, Jamie Foxx, and Jay-Z. She asserted that this encounter was, in fact, a threesome. The sensational twist in this story occurred when, shortly after this incident, the alleged videotape of that supposed particular rendezvous mysteriously disappeared from her home. Foxy Brown firmly believes that Jay-Z had a hand in the disappearance of this tape, raising suspicions about his involvement in the alleged theft. But this is only the tip of the iceberg. Beyond the shocking revelations and claims, there are claims that Foxy Brown divulged another intriguing facet of Jay-Z's life. Supposedly, according to her, there was an enduring consistency in Jay-Z's world that could not be ignored. She allegedly hinted at a connection between Jay-Z and Larry Johnson, suggesting that their relationship may have been more than just casual friendship. The fact that Jay-Z had once shared an apartment with the NBA player, who had a prior association with Rocawear, lent some credence to her insinuations. In her alleged candid recollection of her experiences with Jay-Z, it seems Foxy did not hold back when it came to expressing her sentiments about Jay's wife, Beyoncé. Her feelings towards Beyoncé were far from sugar-coated, to say the least. Foxy Brown left no room for ambiguity in her candid remarks regarding the global superstar. She allegedly revealed that Bey had also been infected by Jay-Z. Now he is with Beyoncé, F that halitosis infected H. she said. Well, if these allegations are anything to go by, then it seems Hav allegedly started grooming Foxy at a really early age. You see, the connection between Jay-Z and Foxy Brown commenced with Foxy's involvement in LL Cool J's I Shot Ya remix when she was just around 14 or 15 years old. As Brown ventured further into the music world, she found herself collaborating with numerous prominent artists, but none were as noteworthy as her recurring collaborator and co-writer, Jay-Z. Their debut major duet, Ain't No N, was a track featured on the soundtrack for the film The Nutty Professor, released in 1996, although it had been recorded back in 1994. This track began with Jay-Z's self-assured lyrics, which opened with a provocative nod to Foxy Brown. Fox Brown, I keep it fresher than the next bee. No need for you to ever sweat the next bee. With speed, I make the best bee see the exit, indeed. He continued, you gotta know you're thoroughly respected by me. You get the keys to the Lexus with no driver. You got your own 96-something to ride. And keep your tied up in Versace, that's why. The chorus of the song unfolded into a mesmerizing duet between Foxy Brown and Jay-Z, igniting more curiosity about their relationship. Ain't no one like the one I got, no one can F you better. Sleeps around, but he gives me a lot, keeps you in diamonds and leathers. Friends will tell me I should leave you alone. Tell the freaks to find a man of their own, man of their own, man of their own. The issue of Foxy Brown's age during the release of the song in 1996 remains contentious, yet official records indicate that all pre-mixed recordings, including vocals, had been completed by 1994 when Brown was approximately 14 or 15 years old. Her debut album, Il Na Na, was unleashed when she was just 17, and it featured no less than 5 co-writing credits with Jay-Z. One track on the album bore a significant imprint of Jay-Z's influence, hinting at something deeper in their relationship. Things were getting a bit spicy, you might say. It's important to note that Method Man did not contribute to the lyrical content of these songs, yet it was clear that Jay-Z and his associates had a substantial hand in shaping the overtly S nature of this album. The lyrics and content of another track, I'll Be, featuring Jay-Z, were equally explicit, indicating a release date around 1997 with a reissue, while the vocals had been recorded between 1994 and 1996. That said, the most intriguing aspect of their connection was the persistent rumor that Jay-Z and Foxy shared a concealed relationship during the 1990s. Although neither of them publicly addressed these allegations at the time, the undeniable truth is that Foxy and Jay shared an exceptionally close bond, both inside and outside the recording studio. While Foxy Brown was undoubtedly a remarkable performer who left audiences yearning for more, it is Jay-Z's repeated inclusion of her in his tours that raised eyebrows. In any case, although Katt Williams and Kanye West may sound crazy because of their claims, there still remains an aspect of truth in what they have been revealing, especially since so many celebrities have backed their claims. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.